iStampin.com. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel today. We are going to be making, or I'm going to be showing you how to make this adorable Mary box. This is using our gift box punch board, some stamps and a punch that's in our holiday catalog, and this cute little snowflake embellishment and things like that. So I thought this was really sweet and just a fun way to do some gift packaging ideas for the upcoming holidays. So let me show you how I created this. The first thing you are going to need to do is to get, let me just go out a little bit. Okay, let me put this off to the side. The first thing you are going to need to do is to get a piece of crumb cake cardstock. And we are going to trim it down to 8 by 8. That's going to give us the paper that we will need to use our punch board. And I'll tell you what the finished size of the box is after I cut this down. Okay, so 8 by 8, like I said. So just cut that using a piece of crumb cake. And then you need to get out your gift box punch board, and this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it. It has a bone folder already inside, and this tells you the dimensions of the boxes when they're finished. So we're going to be making an 8 by 8. So when it's finished, I'll show you up real close. Let's see. So 8 by 8. So when it's finished, it's 2.5 by 2.5 by 2.5. All right. And here, if you haven't seen this before, this tells you exactly how to create the box. So we're going to start at the medium start line as well as the diagonal line, and I'll show you how this works as we go through it. All right. So what you want to do is this is where you want to start on the left-hand side, and it says here start line, so everything's labeled for you, so it's really self-explanatory. But we're going to start at medium because that's what it tells us to do. So you're going to place your paper on an angle, and you're just going to line it up to that medium line, and then you're going to score down, and then you're going to score here. And I'm left-handed, so I'm doing things a little bit backwards. So as a right-handed person, you won't be going backwards. And then here you want to do this medium line all the way down to this score line. And this is what creates the folds for our box. Oops, I forgot to do something. And before you rotate the paper, you want to punch. All right, and then you're just going to do that on all 4 sides. So I'll go through this pretty quickly. Oops. And to make these boxes is really simple and quick. And I'm going to show you something. When I showed y'all this punch board the first time, probably about a month and a half ago, I showed you a feature that was not part of my video that I was unaware of. So I'm going to show you a step that I've missed the first time I used this on camera. Whoops. Okay. Okay, one more side. And if for any reason, if you accidentally forget to make a score line as you're putting the box together, it's very easy to line up your score lines and to go back. Okay, so now what you're going to do, turn paper over and align according to step 4. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. So this is what I did not do the last time. So you're going to align the paper here at the medium, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cutting out these little triangles. So once you flip it over, it just punches those out really easily. And in the first video that I showed you, I cut them out by hand. I mean, you can still cut them out by hand, but this just makes it a lot faster. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, turn this around, and now we're going to make the little slits into the box. And these little slits are what keeps the box together. Okay, we're done with the gift box punch board. And then what I'm going to do before I stamp, I'm just going to go ahead and fold all the score lines. It didn't affect the stamping, but I just found this easier to do it this way. All right. Okay, so there's our gift box. Put this away. Okay, now what we're going to do is I am using Endless Wishes, and this is out of our holiday catalog, and I'm going to be using this small snowflake to create the pattern that you can see here on the box. And I'm using our Craft white ink, which is it's a thicker ink, and it looks great on the Crumb Cake cardstock. And what I usually do is I just kind of start in the center, and then I'm going to work on a diagonal. And I'm just going to go all the way down on a diagonal until I have this all filled up. And then when I start my second row, I'm going to stagger the snowflakes. So I'm going to go in between, like so. And this gives it that random effect. And when you're stamping like this, you want to make sure that you actually go off the paper to give it that natural look, like it's a piece of pattern paper. And so you just, whoops, I guess I need to finish this line. And so you just go all the way down until this is all filled up. Now this ink is going to be a little wet, so I am going to let it dry for just a bit before I fold the box. You can use your heat tool. There we go. All right, I'm going to let this dry. Okay, so once the craft ink is dried, now what you're going to do is to fold the box. And what I'm doing here is I actually fold the inside panels out. It just makes it a little bit easier to make the box. Okay, so you're just going to fold up the insides like so. I always just kind of like to close it like so, just before I attach it. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is we're just going to fold and connect the little tabs. And the inside ones are always a little bit easier. It's these outside ones that can be a little difficult. So just be real gentle with the paper. You don't want to rip it. It just takes a little, get a hang of it. There we go. All right, and so there's our box. stamped cute. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to be creating these tags, and I'm using the note tag punch right here, and then just using a scrap of, is that wide enough? Yeah, a scrap of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to be using Real Red and Soft Sky as my two ink colors. Okay, so we're going to be using this larger snowflake for the tag. So just ink that up in Soft Sky and get your foam pad to put underneath your cardstock so you can get a good impression. Using photopolymer stamps, you need a little bit of cushion. Okay, and just going to put that in the center. Like so. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the Mary right underneath the snowflake in Real Red. And I'm just going to line up the stamp and just go right underneath the snowflake. Like so. Perfect. Okay, now because I'm going to be using this tag punch, I just need to cut it down just a tad. Cut down the paper. Okay, so I'm going to place it in here and just going to make sure it's centered. Oops. And then punch out. Okay. Okay, so just going to punch a hole right here in the center. Okay, there's that. Okay, and now we're going to use the 1/4 inch Real Red cotton ribbon, and that's what I'm going to use to tie around the box. And I'm going to leave enough where I can make a bow. And this box is big enough that you can fit a nice little gift in here for Christmas to whoever you're going to be giving this to. It's a nice size box. Okay, let's see if I can make a decent bow on camera. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do okay. Okay, and then just cut off your tails to the desired length. Okay, and then what you need to do now is you're going to take your two tags and get one of the snowflakes from the All Is Calm Snowflake Embellishments. And just get one of those. And then get some of the linen thread. And then that's what we're going to string the tag onto the gift box. Whoops. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then you're just going to feed this through both the tags. Both the tags are going to hang together with the snowflake hanging from the top. So it's going to look like that. And then just bring your box back over here. And then what I did is I just fed it through under the bow. I just tied it into a simple knot. Kind of want the tag to hang down a little bit. kind of dangles like a little charm. And then just cut off the linen thread. And there you go. Your cute little gift box all ready for putting underneath the tree. So here's the other one that I made. Super simple, lots of fun. And you can find the products, like I said, in the holiday catalog. If for any reason you have not received a holiday catalog yet, just contact me. You can comment below or go on over to my blog, which is www.istampin.com, and just put a comment there saying, send me a catalog. But you'll be able to see all the fun holiday gift items that are in the catalog to make these cute boxes. Okay, ladies, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.